What's the laziest way to make money with Airbnb in 2025, specifically when starting from zero? I run a short-let company that manages almost 100 units across the UK. We've scaled quickly, and these days I do not touch anything with the day-to-day. My team handles it all. So in this video, I'm going to share the 5 smartest and laziest ways I'd make money with Airbnb if I had to start again. I'll show you how to find clients, how to sell the offer, and how to build something that actually works. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes. They're proven, repeatable strategies that anyone can use. And the best part to this, most of the heavy lifting can be done by systems and in some cases AI. So let's get into this. So, number 5, Airbnb staging and furnishing. This is such an underrated play. Most landlords have no eye for interior design. They either leave the property empty or they throw in second-hand bits that just do not match whatsoever. And here's the truth, bad staging kills bookings. You can take the exact same flat and one version of it will be sat empty while the other one gets booked out for weeks on end. What's the difference between them both? The photos, the design, and the staging. Landlords do not want to deal with this. They don't want to spend weekends in IKEA waiting for deliveries or building flat pack furniture from the scratch. And here's where you can come in. You offer a done for you service, you source the furniture, order packages and get it delivered. You can bring in a handyman to do all the heavy lifting. Then you can do the final bits, which is touching up the artworks and the cushion and the throws. The transformation can be massive. I've seen places go from 0 bookings to fully booked just because we made them look the part. Now, the big question, how much should you charge? 2 to 5 grand per property is standard. Some stages charge more if they include design boards and the full project management. The client angle here is simple. Target landlords who've just bought or agents just sitting on empty stock. Message them, I'll have this unit staged and earning on Airbnb within 7 days. You're not just selling furniture, you're selling income and the peace of mind. That's the most important part. Now, we've got number 4. Airbnb cleaning and turnover coordination. Now, this one isn't glamorous, but if you want guaranteed demand, this is it. Every single host I know struggles with cleaning. Guests expect spotless stays, hosts hate organising it. I've seen so many 5-star listings ruined by one bad clean, and that review stays forever. Now here's where you can come in. You don't clean, you coordinate it. You build a team of local cleaners, set up the checklist, and make sure it's done right every single time. You can use apps like Turno to automate all the jobs, get photo reports after every single clean, so that way the host has proof. That's the system. You charge per turnover, let's say 30 or 40 pound, or a flat monthly fee per unit. And if you're reliable, you'll quickly go from 1 property to 20 fast. So if you want to find clients like this, it is dead simple. Search Airbnb for listings with reviews that mention cleanliness. You can message the host and you can say something along these lines. I saw a few reviews that have come in recently about cleanliness issues. This is exactly what I come in to fix with other hosts. Do you want me to handle it? That one line can get the attention of them because it's specifically direct to their pain points. This is one of those boring businesses that quietly makes a fortune. Number 3. Airbnb messaging services. This is a definition of lazy income because guest messaging is relentless. Every host knows it. What's the Wi-Fi code? How do we use this appliance? Can I bring my dog? Where do I park? Can I use this hob? It never stops, and most hosts reply manually, which burns them out. And this is where you can step in. You become their 24/7 guest comms teams. You can automate and handle 80% of the work. You can then scale up, hire a VA who can deal with all the communications. They can deal with the check-in processes, the FAQs, mid-stay support, reviews, follow-ups. It's all systemized once you set it up. You can charge anywhere from £99 to £299 per listing, and you can upsell extras like handling early check-ins or late checkouts. And here's the most important part to it. Some of these hosts have 10 to 20 units. Now picture how much you can make. Getting clients is actually really straightforward with this. Airbnb shows which hosts have slow response rates. You can find them, you can message them, and you can say, I notice your response rate is costing you bookings. I can fix that. The exact same with the other approach. That is literally it. That one line can work so well because hosts know that response time affects their ranking. And here's the kicker. Once you're in their inbox, you can upsell cleaning, you can upsell staging, and you can upsell management. Messaging is the perfect gateway service. Number 2, full Airbnb management. This is the big play, and on the surface, it sounds like a dream. It's recurring income to your bank every single month. It's unlimited upside, you can scale, you can build a proper business. But here's the reality that most people do not talk about when it comes to the management. Management is hard to sell if you're brand new to this game. You're asking landlords to hand over their most valuable asset. Even I, running a company with close to 100 units, still get questions from landlords like, are you big enough? Do you have enough experience? I've only seen you operating for a few years. So if you're starting from scratch, imagine how that sounds. That is why most beginners fail when they jump straight into management. They get rejection after rejection, or they waste thousands in adverts trying to compete with bigger operators like me. But once you've got the leverage, once you've got a few rent-to-rents, a couple of case studies, some credibility, everything can change. Suddenly, landlords come to you. Suddenly, management becomes the easiest thing in the world. It's actually easy to run with 20 units with systems and 2 units manually. But you've got to earn that position first. Build credibility, then step into management. And number 1, rent to rent. This is the move if you're starting out, because with rent to rent, you control the property and you keep the profit spread. There's no waiting on clients, there's no justifying fees, it's your property business. You run the show with this side. You take on the property on a standard tenancy on a company-let agreement, you then run it on Airbnb. The landlord gets guaranteed rent every single month and you get to keep the upside of this. Here's a real example with one of our units. We had a contractor come to us needing a 4-bedroom in a certain area. They were willing to pay $3,600 a month plus VAT. We found a property, the rent was £400, the bills were about £500, and we actually leased the furniture for £150 every single month. The staging, I think it was roughly around $1,500, so total monthly cost around $2,000 to $2,100. The total income is $3,600 plus VAT. That's $1,500 to $1,600 profit every single month. And here's the lazy part. The tenants are locked in until April 2026. That's over 12k profit from one deal, from doing almost nothing. All we do is arrange a monthly clean and send an invoice. That is literally it. Now, stack 2 or 3 of those, you're at £5,000 a month in profit. That's 60k a year. And you're not scrubbing toilets, you're not chasing guests, you're actually running a proper business. That's why rent to rent is the smartest first step when getting into Airbnb. It gives you the cash flow, it gives you the credibility, and it gives you the independence. Because here's the trap most beginners fall into. They try to skip this step. They go straight into management, they're chasing landlords, they're pitching, they're getting told no again and again and again. Why? Because they've got no proof. Rent to rent gives you the proof. You get your own wins, you can point to the real numbers and say, look, I've done this for myself, I know how to manage these properties properly. Do you want me to do the exact same thing for you? Now that is powerful when speaking to landlords. And once you've got a handful of rent to rents, you can systemize the whole thing. Cleaners and autopilot, messaging automated, and bills and direct debit. You step in only when there's a maintenance issue or when there's a cleanliness issue. Everything else can run without you. That's when you move from hustling to owning an actual business. So let's wrap it up. 5 lazy ways to make money with Airbnb in 2025. Staging and furnishing, cleaning coordination, guest messaging, Airbnb management, and rent to rent. I've done them all, they all work, but the key to this is to stop overthinking. Too many people get stuck watching videos, planning endlessly. The ones who win, they're the ones who pick their own lane and they run and play. They learn by doing the actual thing itself. So if you're serious about making money with Airbnb this year, stop waiting around. Pick one of these strategies, go get a client, go secure a rent to rent deal and test it. Prove it, stack up, get enough wins, and then start to scale your business effectively. And if you'd like a bit more of behind the scenes, every single week I put together a short newsletter where I share the things I wish I knew when I was starting out. It's the lessons that I've learned, the mistakes and the strategies that would have saved me time and money back then. If that sounds useful, there's a link below where you can sign up.